TNT Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Let's go, baby.
We go! 70, Indy! We want it! Come to my world!
On 1st and 10, Cannon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Ready?
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Blue draw Corker. Hey, Echo.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Looking to throw. Cannon, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
He can't. Hey, Sam off.
Kill, kill, kill.
5.
They'll run with Elliott.
Rush in.
And some room to work. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 30 yards. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Set. 60 or. Protein spell.
They'll run on first down. Roberts. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Set, ready, 18 Gators, 54, topper, push him back.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winslow. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winslow. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A big run that time by Elliott. 66 yards for him on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
55, right there in the middle. 55, go.
Back to throw. Cannon. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
61, matchbox, lights, snap.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Check safety, check safety.
Touchdown, Cowboys. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get the ball.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Throw left side complete. It's Dawson. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch Greystone travel.
Say.
Throwing to start the drive. Cannon. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Elliott. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 23. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 2, Cannon. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Watch the safety.
Off the play fake. Cannon. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Cannon on the crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Hey, switch gears.
80 weapon. Smooth.
From the gun, Cannon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nicole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Next to score, Cowboys 21, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And an Eagle first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Roberts. Oh, nice move. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. To throw on 2nd down. Winslow. He'll let this go for the end zone. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Watch the eye.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
218, chop. Ready?
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Cannon taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Protein spill. Leo. Snap.
From the gun, Cannon. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Winslow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Winslow. And he connects with Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Come on, set, 8, read, 61, matchbox, lights.
Off play action. Winslow looking here for Smith downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw again. Winslow. Carrying it out deep for Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Sheds off the tackle. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Winslow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike.
2nd and 5. This one complete to Lacey. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They go to Elliott again. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Go. Greystone travel.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Set. 10 Lobo.
54 Mike.
Pilot, 64, weak. Lee Griffin.
Off the play fake. Winslow. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Haywood.
54. I'm scared.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winslow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Vincent Smith, 38 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Come on, set.
line.
60 outlaw.
Here we go.
Blue draw Corkers.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, ready? 8, read.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes.
X3, 218, chopper. 5.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Look at me. Door.
SOS.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Cannon throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Off play action. Cannon. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm here all day. Hard. Shoot.
They'll try the left side. It's Curry. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
It doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, D.
To throw on 3rd down. Winslow. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Winslow. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Winslow. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. Third down here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On third down, Winslow. He's going to let it fly. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will get him one closer. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got him in. Complete. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The quarterback on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports.